29 killers. 50 head-to-head games of most hooks win. This is Slate's World Cup of Dead by Daylight killers. Legion must be looking at the Twins Wraith game and thinking, if them, why not me? If them, why not me? The Twins have proven that the underdog can compete against a more favoured opponent. The Legion will be hoping for something very similar here. And Legion is hungry here. It is Haddonfield, and we saw how much of a bad map that was for Wraith. Legion hoping to avoid the same mistakes. Close down chases quickly. Do not be drawn into some overlong affairs around the vehicles. That's what the Legion camp are saying in the Legion's ear. Let's see if they listen, if they can get it done. Always want to check on the gen outside the house first and foremost. No one there. One issue. Oh, there you go. One issue with the Legion has been using Frenzy far too early and not getting enough value from it. They might not have that issue here because there is someone who's looking for this window. Do they get it? They do, but quick vault for the Legion. Might still be able to... No! What a shame. The vault denies the Frenzy hit. They still have an okay chase here. This isn't a disastrous start. It's far from ideal for the Legion, but it's not disastrous by any stretch of the imagination, and they will just commit to this chase here with Ada. Remember, you've got that iridescent button. Oh, you might just get the dying state. Not quite. Let's do this. Get that burnt. Get some map management underway. And we'll get the mend effect here. It gives us the dying state, so it should do. There's Tinkerer over there. Now, can we get over there with Frenzy and force them off before they complete it? We are quick, and this could serve us really well. Are they going to commit? It seems like they are, and they might be able to here. Oh, they're not going to. Sprint bursting away, but the Legion will absolutely take that. That could have been disastrous, and it wasn't quite. Maybe they were doing this. Not a bad fake out, but it might not quite be enough. It'll be close. Oh, it was desperately close. They'll be really regretting the chance they had there at an injury. There's your Frenzy again. We go in on it. The game plan remains solid. The game plan remains spread out injuries, take advantage via Tinkerer. They're trying to body block there, thankfully. Not allowable. Do they get on Ada here? Oh, not quite. Do you know what? This might be the best possible situation for Legion, though. It allows the dying state. Dead hard. Just a really wide line. Well anticipated from the Legion. They take a wide line. You know they're trying to sell. They're trying to sell you on the vault, only to pivot to the dead hard. Very nicely done. There's your hook. 2 survivors on the gen over there. Is there someone still moving this one along? No. There goes Tinkerer. Legion's gonna Frenzy again to get over as quickly as possible. I think the gen is out of the question. The only real question is, can Legion put some pressure on the 2 survivors? Not undetectable any longer. See someone over there. Any chance here? Any chance? Oh, couldn't quite hit the lunge. Thankfully, no bounce landing. Balanced landing would have absolutely wrecked Legion there. Not an issue. Keeps on the chase. 1 gem pop to 1 hook is an okay start. No reason to be upset about this one. There's the pallet burn. Get that hit. Put pressure on via the full Frenzy. They're moving around that way. We will chase them. Good opportunity here. Good opportunity here to extend the Frenzy. But time is wasting. And again, just inches short. And if this is not the game that the Legion would have liked, I think the reason will be those missed opportunities with the Frenzy. And you thought they were getting greedy there, but they were not. They come back and pull the pallet. It's by someone just on this gen. Yeah, there they are. Well, there's someone else on the gen. Injured. Has to be your chase. And there's been a good job of map management around this area. Could become a very nice dying state on Michaela. And it is. Leads to Jolt on that really important gen. Leads to Jolt on 2 important gens. That could be a huge hit for the Legion and for this game. Is there any chance at getting over to the Scourge Hook? Really big call, this one. The team for the Legion over the headphones saying go for it, go for it, go for it. Is that the right call? A gen does pop, but you feel like that is the right call. They get it. And they move it along. They get it and they move it along. Did see an aura running along this way. Your concern is which gen is now moving. This one moving a little bit. They'll want to see an aura again before they commit to the frenzy. So they're on the prowl here, on the hunt. Here's a question about how you play this game. And you know what? You see them over there, so you move in immediately. Do you just commit to these 3 gens on this side, accept that the other 2 will pop, try and keep a good game state? It's a question for a later time, as Legion's going to try and keep pressure on Ada. Not a bad move. Will it be an injury? Not quite. Not quite. Move back. You want to keep him in this corner. Want to keep him in this corner. They don't have huge scope to get away. They have a pallet up here. Do they get it? Dead hard? Wait it out. There it is! Well weighted from the Legion. The game is still really pressured, but that does elicit a short, sharp round of applause from the Legion camp. That was the right play for the right time, and maybe, just maybe, that can bring it back. So you've got 2 people on the gen way over yonder. Really big call from the team here. Do they commit to these 3 gens, or do they go for the distant one? And with that one not moving too much, they're going to go for the distant one. Was there just a sight of a survivor running in this direction? Going off of pure instinct here. Legion could have sworn they saw someone. Apparently not, and maybe that may have screwed over the whole proceedings. We will see. 2 people over here. There's a chance, maybe, of a death on hook, which would be hugely beneficial, as I'm sure you're aware. Oh! Oh my god, I thought for some reason they didn't know I was there, but we weren't undetectable. It was because they were committing to the heal. They got it, but thankfully, Legion able to close down the chase shortly thereafter. Can they get this hook? Come back to the gen. Keep the pressure up. Big question. Big point in the game, this. There is the unhook. They do just get it. Get the gen regressing. Get the hook. There was someone around here. And the fact that Legion can't see scratch marks, it makes them a bit concerned. It makes them a little bit scared. Now, the frenzy there is a weird one. Legion camp in Legion's ears saying, what on earth was that? That was way too early. There was no one there. What are you doing? Legion saying, I don't know. It's almost as if some mysterious actor accidentally mashed M2 with their middle finger. What does that mean? No one can say. No one can say. So they have tapped the gen. There they are. Great opportunity here. Great opportunity! It's the dying state that was necessary. Let's leave them on the ground. That's what the Legion team are saying. They're looking for more from this. They're looking for a feral frenzy. Won't be able to get too much else. Does that maybe force them to flee a scene? 1, 2, 3. You know they're around here. You know they're around here. Dying state there. Another hit of Jolt on that gen, which is the main pressure point. A hook over here. Maybe should have saved this one from Michaela, is what the statisticians in the Legion camp are saying. Gotta hope there's still a hook available. There will be one over here, but one body block or one sabotage could put paid to the efforts of the Legion here. Oh no, they have Sabo. One injury. I think this is still a hook here, unless Claudette gets in on the action. They can't do anything. They're helpless to stop it. Get the frenzy out there. Looking for an injury. This could be the game right here. Oh, what an awful miss. What a spin from the Claudette. Incredible stuff in the doorway. Do they get this unhook? They do. Looking for a trade. Looking for a trade, but that's a kill with still 2 gens remaining. That's a huge, huge, huge boon to the Legion's efforts. Keeping on Claudette, moving around here, looking for an early pallet drop. You get it. Trying to move around the wheelbarrow. Make a little kicking, coming back around. You go over. Oh, well restrained. But that might have been a bit too restrained. Get the injury. Incredible stuff. So close on that hit. A real 50-50 call. Another hook over here for the Claudette. Pain Res and Jolt keeping them in the gen game. Been a really pressured game, but maybe things are on the up and up. Trying to look for where Pain Res hit. and you're wondering whether it's this gen over here. Last-ditch defense, exactly. Just coming up a little bit short. You go for Frenzy. They're going to stun. Cries. Cries of disdain in the Legion camp. That was never a stun. They were too far away. Falling on ears that do not exist, for they are the entity's ears, and the entity does not have ears because they're the entity. Keeping in the chase. Looking for an injury. Looking to go in for the kill now. You want to keep someone on a hook for as long as possible. The longer you have 3 survivors free to roam, the worse the game state can get. Are they going to commit to this loop? They are. Not a bad move from the Legion. Does that get anything? They have to burn here, surely. They do. The Frenzy over. And you see 2 other survivors. That's a great pivot to the Frenzy there, just purely for intel. If for no other reason. Oh, hang on. Got just a tiny bit fooled there by the hide in the corner. You get the hit, you extend. Get over. Right, you're waiting. You're cancelling. This could be... Oh, Legion forgetting about the window on the back of the house. That could have been not quite game, but certainly a really good play in the beginning of the end. In the end, it's an escape for the Claudette, and the game continues, and it is not over. Not by any stretch of the imagination is it over. Ada taking Legion away. You do feel like there's people ready to come back on the gen. Legion trying to get one last parting glance at the gen just to check there's no one on it. In doing so, of course, loses the Ada. Ada pivots to the house. Very strong Looper. This Ada appears to be. They're all very strong. Keeping this game going in spite of the one-person disadvantage they are now suffering. Just heard some footsteps. They have to burn here, surely. They do. Oh, what a play from them. Get over the pallet. Stun. Could this be it? Tinker on that gen is not what I expected. They're pivoted to the house gen. They go window. Do we get them here? Does the Legion finally get the hook they've been waiting for so long? It's a great spin. Surely Dead Hard's been used already. Don't need Dead Hard when you've got spins like that. This Legion, feeling the pressure. They fake this out. Oh my god, what a close. They get a gen. Legion here just hoping that there's not any further damage. Barbecue and Chili going to be huge. The aura reading going to be massive for Legion here. They're on a gen. And we know where they are. It's a kill. It is 9 hook statuses. Can they make it the full 12? Can they put the pressure on this gen? You feel like you have to Frenzy here. Every moment is crucial. Oh, God. Should do a Frenzy a little bit sooner. Oh, my lord in heaven. They commit to the gen just in time. But you're there for the chase. And if this isn't a quick vault, you're not getting it. They know that. Legion knows that. There's Dead Hard. There's Dying State. Okay, so the other Claudette has a decision to make. And the Frenzy hit might be crucial here. Because they all need to spend time mending before they get the gate. Legion's bought time. Can you get an aura? You can get an aura! Frenzy immediately. This could be the final flourish of an incredible 4K performance from Legion. Moving into the gate. It's already 99. How on earth have they done that? Through the Deep Rune. That is an incredible move from the Claudette. And that will be an 11 hook performance. So there is a route here for a Nemesis victory. But it will require the full 12 hooks, the full 4K. We are finishing Game 2 of Slate's World Cup of Killers, the Group A clash. Legion has 10 hooks on the board in a brilliant 3K performance. Can Nemesis do the same here? It's Crotus, which isn't a bad map for Nemesis. Not a bad map for any killer, in my opinion. Quiet murmurs of contentment from the Nemesis camp. This is good. This is what we trained in for. We're feeling okay about this. Let's see what Nemesis can put together here. A couple of zombies. Someone has intel over there. You go where the zombies lead you. Just go where the zombies lead. And this allows us to check on this gen. Glad we did. It is moving. It's moving. Survivor over this way. If Nemesis can chase them into the zombie, that would be brilliant. Lost them entirely in the locker. Intriguing and scary and a bit weird. A moment of confusion in the early game. No matter. A really pressured gen is getting regressed. And there they are! Easy whip opportunity, which Nemesis somehow flounders. Not a great start for Nemesis, has to be said. They're stuck in here. There's your first whip. You'd love that zombie to have hit you with the double pop. Oh, the zombie body block! The zombie body block as we left the wagon. And that is no good at all. What is good is Hoarder, and Hoarder might have given us some vital value over there. Really good bit of intel. And that allows us to see where you are. Very nice. Oh my god. Getting played routinely here with little hides, little fake outs. Let's get the whip. There it is. Didn't really expect to be able to whip up the stairs like that, but thankfully we are able to. So they go window. No. Vault is what I meant. There wasn't a vault there. If I'd remained aware of that, we would have been in a far better position. Hoarder, again, over there. Do we like this chase, or are we going to go where Hoarder leads us? Another bit of Hoarder value. They've been talking up Hoarder so much, and you can see why already from the oodles of intel Nemesis has received from it. Going to get tier 2, allows Nemesis to really quickly get through the door with a well-placed whip. Another bit of Hoarder value. I ask you, who would deny the value of Hoarder in this game? Done amazing things already. Going to move around here. Let's keep up the pressure. Why don't we? You burn the pallet? You do, but a little bit too late. Anything necessary? Okay. Well, that's an injury. That's a strange play. A brilliant play from where I'm sitting. A free injury, and maybe Nemesis can look to close this chase down really, really quickly. Around the corner, looking to dodge. Won't be able to. Won't be able to. Eruption on the gentle left, praying there's no one here for a pallet stun, and there is not. Looking around for Scourge hooks that do not exist. After a chase like that, you allow him a moment of confusion. Eruption was here. It's not regressing any longer. What Nemesis wants to do first and foremost is snuff this boon. We'll do so. Moving back around here. So there was Order over here. You saw the aura of a survivor grabbing an item. Are they still around here? Doesn't look like it. Zombie intel over there. Being spun around a little bit. And here they are. Oh, and it's a grab! How is it a grab? A grab there, a huge differential play. In favour of the Nemesis, 2 people on hook. No gens done yet. Maybe a few concerned faces in the camp of the Nemesis. The entourage sweating a bit in the early game, but what a turnaround this has been. Boon's back up. Now here's the question the Nemesis camp is asking. Is it where it was? And are they going to get the unhook immediately? And the answer is, just as immediately, yes. And this looks like an amazing chase to be taking here. Now you've got to be thinking, is this your play? Nemesis, you've got to go for it there if it offers itself up so readily. A cheeky tunnel, but it's the World Cup. It's the World Cup. If you're not going to allow yourself a tunnel in the World Cup, when are you? That's what Nemesis is asking, and the answer is, well, I've forgotten the question, but presumably yes. Get the hook. Get the snuff of the totem. Still, crucially, 3 gens remaining. Can we, says Nemesis, get that zombie, get undetectable, get a little bit more progress towards tier 3. Desperately close to tier 3 now. There's a flashlight stun. Caught in the act, stunning the zombie. Oh, I was really hoping the zombie would body block the vault there. Doesn't quite. 1 whip will get you tier 3, but maybe don't want to jeopardize. Maybe don't want to jeopardize the overall chase too much. Maybe you're just happy to get your injury via whatever means you can. Heading around here, going through the doorway. Good opportunity here. Good opportunity here. With the whip. There's tier 3. That's an early tier 3. I mean, let alone simply having 3 hooks without a gem pop, which is amazing. Tier 3 before a single gem has popped. This has been a superlative effort from Nemesis. Good little fake out from Yui there. Just a mouse one hit will get the job done here. You have to be thinking about Dead Hard. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Good hit. Good grab. And a good hook. Is this gonna be 4? 4 before a single gem has popped? It is. Truly extraordinary. They stuck on the gen. They're moving away now. Maybe a little bit too little too late. Good moonwalk by Nemesis. Does he get the goods? Oh, not quite. Not quite. They kept on running. And that was enough to get them away from this entire area. Good whip. What a heads-up play that is from Nemesis. Knowing where they'd be and when they'd be there. Trying to moonwalk. I don't think they burn this. They don't. They burn it now? They do. They do. Masterful handling of some of these loops. And a couple of well-placed punches. It's going to be 5 hooks. And unless a gem pops imminently, it's going to be 5 hooks. It's a DC! It's a DC! And that does count as a dead survivor. They have made a DBD move. So that goes in the books as a full kill. You get the benefit of all their hooks. And with 5 gens left, the question now becomes really not if, but when. Not if, but when. Zombie shambling over this way. Another zombie over in the distance. Nemesis team saying to Nemesis, keep at it, keep your fundamentals. The game of Dead by Daylight truly never over. What a whip that is! Nemesis trying to keep a level head here, trying to keep his wits about him, but my god, everything he touches, he's like the Midas of illness. Everything he touches turns to contamination and to death. Very good stuff from Nemesis. Pallet scene 2, you've got Call of Brine over here. Should be plenty of time to get over there. Plenty of time to get over there. And the champagne is already being opened in Nemesis's camp, because what kind of a comeback would this be from the survivors? And that is not going to help your case at all. What a grab. Good presence of mind to know what they were doing. Keep your wits about you. Press M1. You know you're very, very likely to be granted the animation in a situation like that. First hook for them. And here's the thing, getting that first hook could be vital, because if there was someone who escaped via the hatch without being hooked at all, that would lead to a tie, 10 hooks. Now, with them being hooked once, I think, we'll have to get the mathematicians on this one, I think that means that assuming it is at least a 3k with a hatch escape, even that will lead to a win. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on it, but I think that is the case. A whip here to deny. Oh, they did well there to get around the other side. Breakdown on the hook as well is interesting. They pivot left, they do. And they don't have anywhere to dodge. So we get a very, very nice dying state there. Is someone coming in for the pallet stun? They're not. They're not. Remember? Breakdown on the hook that we've just left. We'll get over here. Plonk you up on this hook. It's a kill! And it is 2. Survivor protocol with 4 gens left. You have to be feeling pretty good about where this game is going from the vantage point of the Nemesis. Bit of a weird one, this one. Moving around. There will eventually be a survivor at the end of this loop, this much we can promise you. It's an annoying one, isn't it? It's a very annoying one. They get around it again. They pivot back indoors. When, oh when, will we find the survivor? There they are. There they are. But what a nasty loop this is. Good Lord in heaven, what a nice loop this is. Cheeky little teabag that actually helps us a great deal, because we're back into it just that bit faster than we might have been otherwise. And we've lost them again. Oh god, get away from that. We have no business taking on that loop. That's horrible. That is utterly horrible. If survivor moves to the hook state, it's how many hooks you have at the end of the game. Quite simply, so if someone dies to the end game collapse, you get the benefit of all their hooks. If someone moves through the hook states, you get the benefit of all their hooks. It's how many hook states they have at the end of the game. How many red pips we have on that wheel next to the number of gens. Some loop that, I know. Yeah, I know. What a horrible one. And they're going for it again. They're not going for it again. Lord alone knows why. Japan standing. To go for the whip. Probably should have got the probably could have got the melee hit there. Now that Nemesis thinks about it. I'm not going to sweat that one too much. Are they back to it again? Oh, they are as well. Hang on, we could do that. Oh, we could have just gone through that door and cut them off entirely. Right. Okay, now we have the answer. Now I think we have the answer. Maybe? Have we been potted? No. They've moved around this way. Dear Lord. Well, I promise you this will be over soon. I'm looking to the ads. We're going to have another ad break after this one. There they are. They've had you there. They've had Nemesis there. I have no say in this. I'm simply your humble commentator. Can't quite get the whip through the window. Moving down here. Looking for an ending. Any ending. Did they get the window? Thank God for that. I mean, take a bow, Yui. Take a bow. What an extraordinary runaround they're giving us. But thankfully, mercifully, it comes to an end. That will be 9 hooks. The kill will be 10 hooks. This is not over. This could still be a tie. Now, you need to play an aggressive game here because you don't want them to simply get the hatch at this current state, because doing so will leave you just with those 10 hooks. So we need another hook on the remaining Yui. Question becomes, where is that remaining Yui? Are they just resigned to a hatched game? No, they're not. No, they're not. They get the unhook. We're stuck in a wall. It's all falling apart a little bit. I mean, thank God the game is essentially won for the Nemesis, because this has not been a stunning show of form from him. Now, this is the chase that you don't want. You want the other Yui here. And the Nemesis team is saying that loud and clear to Nemesis. So you need to change up your route here. And try and aggressively go after the other Yui. Who is here? Okay. So if you get this hook, the maths commands that if you get this hook, it is a guaranteed win unless they get all the gems and both escape, which, you know, seems unlikely at this juncture. So the pivot of the chase is the right call. See how we go here. Looking for a melee hit. You get it? They're going to go window. Nemesis trying to be a little bit tricksy here. Been run around that loop way too many times. Oh, and that sort of did something. Not a bad play. They won't be able to get the window. Firing dead hard. Don't know, they won't have bad landing because they've fallen down so many times already. Might have dead hard. They do not. They do not. So with this grab and this hook, Nemesis will, again, barring an extraordinary 2 escape here, which I don't think is all that possible, that will be a victory for Nemesis over the Legion. Only question is, where's the other Yui? Maestro, GG's. I am doing a World Cup of Killers, so this is a weird one in which Nemesis is actually battling against the Legion for hook states. It's all very strange. But thank you for the game. That was a fun one. Head over here now. I do want to put an end to this game as soon as possible. Let's just say if they want to get the unhook. Well, I'd rather they didn't. Remember what we know about the offering we're running and where we want to be in the end game. Never mind. Never mind. There's your unhook. And we go again. Been 2 very long games, these two. Looking for some shorter, snappier ones in the future. Or fake out the wind, fake out the whip. Get yourself an injury. And with this hook, it's confirmed. It's a DC. It's a DC. That's 11 hooks. That gives Nemesis the win. Confirmed. Over Legion. Can he make it that all-important 12 hooks, which could come into play when we're looking to tiebreakers for the playoff spots? Nowhere hatches. Is Yuri here? No. A gate game it then becomes. A gate game it then becomes. You're in a great position to put pressure on Yuri if they're there. Get the feeling maybe they were waiting out the gate all along. Never mind, Hoarder! Oh, Hoarder! And this is what the Nemesis camp was saying. This is what the Nemesis camp was saying. They've been saying it to me in all the build up to this game. Hoarder gets you intel in an unexpected way, and in pressured situations, it can get you the goods. And that, the Nemesis camp, they appear to be correct there. We love tunnel vision. Fireball, I'm so sorry. The Nemesis, you know, the Nemesis here is hungry for victory. We don't like to see a tunnel. But the Nemesis camp have said to Nemesis, listen, put all of those concerns aside, we're just here for a victory. I obviously can't take any blame because I'm not a part of what's going on here. There's Yui. Moving around to kill the shack. Have you got a key? Oh, you could have a key. That could be a huge play. No key spotted immediately. But Fireball, while you're here, congratulations. You've been tunneled as part of Slate's World Cup of Killers. How do you feel the game went? How do you feel the game went? Did you have fun? Where are they? Remember, the endgame collapse, it will count as a hook. It will count as that 4K. It will count as 12 hook states total for the Nemesis. All important here. There's nowhere to go. The hatch is a distant memory, not a key in sight. Going down the vault, I think it will be an endgame collapse kill, but a kill nonetheless. Will this be the Nemesis wrapping up a 4K? It will. It will. We get a hook to make it all official. As we can. Beautiful stuff. Great game, as we've seen. At DC, as long as there is what we call a Dead by Daylight move, that counts as a full kill. That means that we have the second 4K performance of the World Cup. 12 hooks for Nemesis. That gets a very nice win. An expected win, but still a nice win against Legion, who again can feel hard done by. Exactly the same score in both of these games. How intensely interesting. And that will be 3 points. 3 points to the Nemesis.